Alright, real quick before I do this fight, I want to just point out something 2 videos ago relative to the overworld skip. Another thing you can do if you don't want to just go in and go back to the title screen, you can just go into a stage and then immediately exit out of it, and that will force the enemies on the overworld to move around, and you can hope that they move into a better spot. So that's just another thing you can do if you would like to. But anyway, let's move on to Specter Knight. Flare Wand is really, really nice for this fight. Specter Knight is honestly a pretty difficult fight. He has almost no RNG. His movements are almost entirely controlled by you hitting him. So where he ends up on the screen when he stops to do an attack is basically controlled by you. And based on where he is at what time, will affect what move he decides to do. So if you do the fight perfectly every single time, then you will end up with the same results. But basically, this is how it goes. You want to start off, obviously, skipping the text box, and then moving over and getting onto this quickly to hit him. If you miss it, it's not a big deal. Just go with it. Hit him, and then he'll end up down on the bottom left there if you miss it. If you hit him when I wanted to, you'd be good, but otherwise, whatever. Shoot some flare shots at him when he's away from you. Then here, he's going to be on the bottom right, and you can just wail on him here. If I'd hit him like I wanted to the first time, then he would have just been on the bottom right that first time, and I could have just wailed on him. But overall, that's the basic strat. You just want to, when he comes up to the top right, as he's charging up his axe, or his scythe, you want to wail on him. When the scythe's gone, you wail on him. And then you want to just hope that he's in the same bottom corner as you, because you can just stand on the ground and wail on him. Next, we're going to come up to the dream sequence. Oh, and also, you want to shoot flare shots, of course, at Specter Knight when you are able to. But anyway, next we're going to come up to the dream sequence. You can't skip this. It sucks. It takes a lot of time, but it's a little bit extra gold that you can grab, which is really nice. So you have Shield Knight falling here, whatever. There's going to be a ton of enemies spawning. You all know how this goes. So, first 4 skeletons are going to spawn, 2 on each side. I kind of like to move to the center of the screen a little bit, because if you just go straight to the right side of the screen, then the 4th skeleton isn't going to spawn, which is going to cause these knights not to spawn. And you actually want to kill at least one of these knights so that you can get the gold off of them. After that, what you do really doesn't matter. You can try and fight one of the knights, but then you just want to wait until a Shield Knight drops off, then pogo off of one of the rats, and go on. Then you want to grab the meal ticket here, actually, and exit from the right side of the screen. After that, again, hope this knight isn't a dick. Again, RNG. It's really not something you can control. He was a dick, whatever. I'm just going to come into the screen. I'm just going to go ahead and do the stage right here. Just because I have like a 50-50 chance. He might go to the left, he might go to the right, and one of them is okay and one of them is not. Whatever. A thing to note is that if he's on those left 2, like these 2 spots, when you come up to the village, when you exit the village, then he can't move out of these 2 spots because he can't go past you. So if he's there, you know you're going to be golden for the rest of the time. But anyway, come to the village. You can come and piss around and shoot some flare shots or whatever here. You want to take this bottom path and then go talk to the Goatician, buy 1 meal ticket from him, and then buy 2 pieces of magic from this guy. I like to skip his first text box by pressing start, of course. And then you go talk to this guy, spend your 2 meal tickets. Can't move during this cutscene. Sucks, whatever. But then just come up, break the platter, get the food, break the platter as it comes up, get the food, leave the village. The reason you do this, don't do that. The reason you do this is because having that little bit of extra magic will allow you, obviously, to use your relics more, which can allow for certain quick kills. Like, there are a few quick kills in the game that you can't do unless you have a certain amount of magic. So having that little bit extra magic really does go a very long ways in the end. The health is because, like, yeah, you could just go through this whole run on 4 health, but we're going to be getting another item later that's going to make us really want to have this extra health. So anyway, that's that. Let's go on to the next stage.